It's your girl Ty. Oh, you're laughing at my intro?
Kinda.
Why?
I don't know, it was funny.
Alright guys, I have a very dumb guest here with me today.
Hi, I'm Dum.
This is Martin Bias. You've probably seen him on the channel before. He was the producer of The Fumble. He knows a little bit about sports.
Slightly a little bit. Ty knows more than me.
Naturally.
Oh god, okay.
But he is dumb, so I am forewarning you. But we decided to sit down and debate some of the highly debated topics in sports right now. Are you ready?
Yes, let's do it. Let's
Try and
debate.
be like a little bit smart.
Let's debate away. And then you guys can all just skewer me in the comments. Screw you guys.
Don't talk to my people like that.
You guys hate anyone that's not Ty, which I get it.
Alright, let's start with Floyd Mayweather just said that he is training with Tyron Woodley for his MMA debut. You're shaking your head.
Once he gets kicked in the head, it's gonna not be fun anymore.
Maybe he knows how to dodge it.
I don't know.
He knows how to run.
I don't know. Tyron Woodley's a really good fighter. He hasn't had a past couple good fights just because he's been running. I don't know. I don't know what Floyd's doing.
Okay, well.
Does he need the payday? Like, he doesn't need the money.
Well, here's the thing. Obviously, if he's training for an MMA fight, it's to fight Conor McGregor.
Right, of course, which would be at a huge payday. But does he need it though?
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Doesn't everyone need $300 million?
Not Floyd. Not Floyd when he's got like probably 500 million in his mattress.
Do you see what I mean about him being dumb?
Floyd probably sleeps on 20 million.
Yeah, but think about it. The fight is going to be, what, 15 minutes?
He's gonna get embarrassed though.
For $300 million, I would get embarrassed.
Yeah, but Floyd has a huge ego though.
And for all we know, it's gonna be 500 million. We don't know.
I don't know.
This is one of the greatest boxers of all time that is gonna cross over into a completely different world that he doesn't know much about.
Right,
and
so he's gonna get the crap kicked out of him. Because I mean, when Conor fought Floyd, he held his own for a while until Floyd wore him down and Conor was like, okay, I'm not a boxer. It's gonna be the same thing reversed, but quicker. Like, you get worn down a lot quicker when you're getting kicked in the stomach and in the head.
But let's be real. You know Floyd would be like, it's an MMA fight, but at the same time, there's no, you know he'd have like super strong stipulations.
But then is it an MMA fight or is it a Floyd Mayweather?
Are you still gonna pay to watch it?
Of course I would.
Okay,
It'd be huge, but I don't know if it'll happen if there's stipulations that like Conor can't do certain things.
It would though. They would both do it for the money. All right, guys, drop a comment. Tell me what you think.
Yeah, that's true.
So you're saying for sure Conor wins the fight?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Conor is a trained MMA fighter, as good as Tyron Woodley and whoever else is training Floyd. Floyd is going to lose. Just like, doesn't matter who trained Conor. Conor is probably a really good boxer. Floyd Mayweather is still Floyd Mayweather, and when you step into the boxing ring. But
you know what like kills me about their boxing fight? Is that Floyd got him on one of the things that like, Conor, why did you not work on your cardio? You know that's one of your biggest issues.
Yeah, but that's because Conor thought that he would knock him out.
That's true, he did.
Conor didn't expect the fight to go past 4 rounds. And once it did, it was like, oh, yeah, that's right, I have to be in extremely good shape to box. Okay, well this brings me to my next point. Is MMA taking over boxing? I think it already took over.
So, my question is, Floyd Mayweather, who's one of the greatest boxers of all time, him crossing over to MMA, I think honestly that would do damage to the sport of boxing.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Because you could get like the top athlete in your sport. That'd be like if LeBron right now decided, you know what, I'm gonna go to football because it's a better sport.
No, that wouldn't hurt basketball. It would help.
Steph?
It would help.
If Steph Curry went and was like, I'm gonna go golf?
Okay, listen.
That would hurt. Maybe not LeBron because LeBron's getting phased out as like the face of the league. He is. He's 100%
okay, I'm just scared. It's crazy like how scared I get sometimes of my own comments and like saying what I truly think.
It's true though. It's true. LeBron's not the face of the NBA anymore, so maybe that's a bad example. But if like Steph or KD was like, I don't want to play basketball anymore, that would totally kill.
I think it would hurt for sure, but I don't think it would do a ton of damage to the league just because there is so much young, fresh, raw talent that's coming up right now that's really fun and interesting to watch. These players are, you have Giannis Antetokounmpo, who's just like this vicious player. You still have Russell Westbrook. So there's still enough entertainment in the NBA. I don't think it would, I mean, it would hurt for sure.
Right.
But it wouldn't really harm the sport the way Floyd going over to MMA harms boxing.
And I mean, Floyd, there's some good boxers. There's like Canelo Alvarez, the Canelo Alvarez Triple G rematch is coming back.
No, is it coming back?
Well, I don't know, because now he got caught eating tainted Mexican meat or whatever.
Oh, is that what happened?
That's his excuse.
I know, that's his excuse.
Hey, a football player got away with it. They said that was fine.
Well, how come his meat wasn't tainted before this fight? That's my, you know what I mean?
Maybe he wasn't eating enough meat. I don't know. Well, either way, that first Canelo Triple G fight was rigged anyways. It shouldn't have been a split decision. They're probably the two biggest names in boxing right now. And
Anthony Joshua is a pretty big name.
Yeah. But that's the thing too, it's like they're big names only to boxing fans. Like everyone knows who Steph Curry is, whether you watch the NBA or not. Yeah, I think Floyd going over would be much more damaging than if KD was like, I'm gonna go play golf.
If anything, LeBron going over to the NFL would freaking help the NFL more than it would damage the NBA.
Oh yeah, which would lead us to that one right there.
Oh, I'm sorry, are you the main host or
well, it was
you're kind of like a guest host.
It was a good lead-in.
It was, yeah, but I was gonna do it.
Okay, do it.
Where is it?
There it is.
What's America's sport?
NFL. Hands down NFL. People still watch the NFL.
True, people do still watch the NFL, but not as much.
Well, because of the whole CTE thing. People complain about like the whole CTE concussion thing. Those stadiums are still packed.
No, it's not just the concussion thing. It's that the last 2 years, and this is no fault to the players, it's just what happened. Football became too political for the fans. Way too political for the fans, and they lost a lot of viewership over it. Because it took away from the sport. And then you have the NFL being like, you can't dance on the sideline, you can't celebrate. It's like, what is that? It's not even fun to watch anymore. I mean, it's getting better, but.
I still think NFL is still America's sport. I still think NFL is America's sport, still.
Honestly, I think that basketball is starting to take over because it's super fun. You have a lot of athleticism, you have a lot of competition, and their ratings are just getting better and better and better. They're starting to have a lot more like celebrity influence and support. And the NFL has been roughed with scandal recently. You do have the CTE where these guys are dying from concussion.
Yeah, and the Colin Kaepernick kneeling, protesting, and everyone protesting in the political. Yeah, I mean, maybe the NBA is starting to take over, but I still think the NFL is more popular and has been for a while.
See how easy it is to get him to change his mind?
It's true though. You have valid points.
Now, speaking of basketball, Phil Jackson was just asked the age-old question. Michael Jordan or Kobe? So I'm gonna ask you before I tell you what he said.
I am going to say...
It shouldn't be hard.
Well, I always say MJ because I'm a little bit older than you. And so I grew up watching MJ in the early 90s, killing it. But I grew up watching Kobe too. So it's like if MJ's 1, Kobe's like 1A, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Okay, but if Kobe can even be 1A, he's 1. The fact that he can come in and take away what MJ started, that brand building.
Yeah, but Kobe's brand isn't as big as MJ's if you're gonna go that way.
Because Kobe was so dedicated to the sport. MJ had the shoes, the movies.
Kobe did just win an Oscar, by the way. So yeah, he does have that over MJ. No, you're right. I mean, I think Kobe was probably the most dedicated basketball player to the game ever.
That's essentially what Phil Jackson said.
Yeah.
He said there's just no comparison really when it comes to the competitive level that Kobe had. He said when he would put MJ out, MJ would really think about the mistakes he must have made to be taken out and that type of thing, and he'd go back in there, he'd play better. If he took Kobe out, Kobe would be on the sideline being like, can you please put me back in? And just harassing him until he got back in because he just needed to play.
Yeah.
That's what I love about Kobe. He just believes basketball, or he did, and he just has that viciousness, that obsession with one thing. I love that.
Kobe is definitely the most competitive basketball player ever, possibly the most competitive athlete
of all time.
Of all time.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. No one's getting in fights with their teammates at practice the way that Kobe did.
Okay, I don't know if you guys have heard this story. I'm sure many of you have, but there have been multiple reports from old Lakers players, like kind of younger players. They said they'd go up to Kobe and just say, hey, I'm so happy to be playing with you, and Kobe would be like, don't talk to me. Until you're an all-star, don't talk to me. Until you whatever, don't talk to me.
Which is amazing, which is fantastic. I heard a coach say once, show me a superstar that doesn't have an ego and they're not a superstar.
True.
It's true.
It's true.
Yep.
It's true. Now, speaking of Phil Jackson, greatest coach
ever.
Should we do full time or should we do right now?
Right now? We can do right now. Let's do right now.
Okay, let's both say who it is on the count of 3.
But what's right now though? Give me the right now, because Phil Jackson can't be right now, right?
No, because he's not a coach right now. So someone who's currently coaching.
Okay.
On the count of 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Bill Belichick. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Nice. That was a good one. Because really, I can't think of any other coach that's done what he's done with.
Bill Belichick has a little bit of Mamba mentality and blood in him, I think.
Well, yeah, because he doesn't care who's on his team. It's just next man up. And he doesn't. If you can't do your job, then get the hell out.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
It's like the whole drama with Tom Brady this season.
Exactly.
You know? He feels like Brady's aging, and
he's not wrong. Time versus Tom. Time 1.
Sad. I feel like, I almost am scared to say this, but I feel like Tom Brady has had one too many concussions. I feel like even sometimes the way he talks, it's a little bit off.
Maybe.
Have you not noticed that?
No, I really don't hear him talk, but he has had a lot of concussions.
But yet none of them have been documented. And that was all the controversy that happened last season. When you look at Tom Brady's record on file, no concussions. But his wife went on an interview and said he's had so many and that's why she wants him to stop playing, and everyone was like, what the heck?
I believe it. It would be the Patriots to be like, we're not gonna put Tom in concussion protocol, he's alright. I'm just saying.
This is the thing. I don't want to say that I hate the Patriots. I don't.
I don't hate the Patriots. I don't think.
Am I talking?
No. You're right though. Like, I don't hate the Patriots. I think a lot of people hate the Patriots just because
they win a lot.
Right, exactly.
You hate who wins a lot.
Exactly.
But it's not that I hate them, it's just that I'm willing to say that they will do whatever it takes to win, including cheat, which I respect. You love the game that much, I mean, go ahead. Sorry, I had a hat on my left.
I mean, yeah, it shows the competitive nature.
Manning or Brady?
Oh, Tom Brady.
Yeah, hands down, we agree on that.
Tom Brady.
Listen, tell us if we're lying in the comments if you think Manning, but...
And they're gonna don't come at us with the system quarterback thing. because Tom was in a good system that he's a great quarterback. Don't come at us with that, because that's everyone's excuse.
It's just a weak one.
I heard that at a party a couple weeks ago and it was awful. It was a terrible, terrible argument. So come at us with something better than system quarterback.
I'm just shocked that you were even invited to a party. That's what I found.
I actually crashed it. I actually crashed the party. I wasn't invited, I actually crashed the party. That's the God's honest truth.
That makes more sense. Should athletes be held accountable as being role models?
Ooh. That's if they're gonna speak out.
Speak out about what? Like
anything, like social issues, injustices. If they're gonna speak out about that, then yes, they should be held accountable for their actions. But you can't hold every athlete accountable for being a role model if it's just some like guy riding a pine on the Bucks or something like that, you know what I mean? Just saying.
I think I'm torn on this one. Yes, I think when you're in the public at all, there's just a level of responsibility, but at the same time, I think we as the public need to remember that humans are still humans. Like, people make mistakes. Like, can they live? I like to just say these things in public at times so that if I ever do anything wrong, it's on camera that I have.
Do you think people think of you as a role model?
I think I might be a public figure.
Oh, you're definitely a public figure, but do you think you're a role model?
For some, yeah. You know, I have girls who are in college emailing me saying that they like what I've done in sports, just being myself, and they want to go that path.
It's good.
Yeah.
They should. You should. Be like Ty.
I mean, you can't go wrong if you are.
You should make a t-shirt and sell it. Be like Ty. Be like Mike.
I actually might. All right, this next topic is a serious one. This is a serious one. This is hard.
Uh-oh.
Should players who have confirmed use steroids be allowed into the Hall of Fame?
Barry Bonds. See, that's the thing though, is can they do something where they look at their body of work before the steroids?
And that's the hard part. We don't know exactly when it started.
That's true.
And a lot of them, they get on and get off.
True.
You know, it's like...
Have you ever seen the pictures of Barry Bonds when he first got into the league, when he was like skinny and lanky, to like when he retired when he was jacked? It was the same thing with A-Rod. A-Rod was like pretty skinny when he was in the league, and then all of a sudden so I feel like once you can tell, once they start bulking, you're like, steroids. So let's take it all from like skinny Barry Bonds and like skinny A-Rod.
But see, even then, it's still tricky because you can bulk without steroids.
Yeah,
and
true.
it's hard because A-Rod, he did say, you know, there's a lot of players who have said everyone is doing it pretty much. They're not gonna rat everyone out, but it's not like just one person that gets found out. It's just one person, that gets caught.
I don't think they should, because if
but it's
cheating, right? It's cheating,
and
it's kind of a weird gray area because it's like, well, if everyone's on steroids, should we measure that the way? But is everyone on steroids in the league, in MLB? I don't know.
Probably. Just kidding.
I don't know.
That is hard though, because then it's like, maybe you're taking away part of their legacy, but at the same time they chose to do steroids, so.
I don't care about taking away like Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire's legacy. Those dudes cheated hard.
Okay, but what about someone like A-Rod?
See, A-Rod, it's trickier because it's like, when did he start using steroids and when did he not? You know what I mean?
And who's the other guy?
Roger Clemens?
No.
Sammy Sosa?
I guess not. That's your punishment. If we find out you've done steroids, you're not going into the Hall of Fame, cheater.
Yeah, and you know what? Screw you for getting caught. Don't be an idiot. You're like a millionaire. You should have a bunch of ways to get out of it somehow. I don't know. Don't get caught. Don't be an idiot. And since you got caught, screw you. You're a cheater.
The thing is, too, that I struggle with, it's like steroids, yeah, it's an unfair advantage, but it's also, is it just enhancing natural ability? Ugh.
I don't know.
Thank God I don't make the rules.
I don't know.
I might let him do it.
Barry Bonds wasn't hitting 70 plus home runs every year, and neither was Mark McGwire. I mean, Mark McGwire could crush a ball, but he wasn't hitting 60 plus home runs every year. So there's definitely a line between God-given talent and shooting yourself in the ass with steroids every day. I'm just saying.
Or injecting your meat with it, Canelo. Okay.
It's tainted meat, how dare you.
You're just saying this because you're Mexican. And
this is true, yeah, it's my boy.
Okay, so the next question I have, who do you think, I hate this question, but I'm gonna give it to you.
Great.
Greatest GOAT of all time, period, any league.
Greatest GOAT?
And just to be fair, I'll take myself out of the equation.
God, that's tough.
All time, any league.
I don't know. Everyone says MJ, but I don't know if it's MJ greatest GOAT all time.
No, it's definitely not.
What about Tiger?
Kobe.
What about Tiger Woods?
Get out of my house.
Tiger almost won this week. He's back. I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't know if I have an answer for that because
Hear my dog growling.
It's hard to compare. No. Mailman at the door.
Miko, come here. The people want to see you. Do you guys want to see him?
Yeah, the greatest GOAT, that's tough. Maybe Miko's the greatest GOAT.
Ah! His buzz in my shirt. Okay.
Miko, look this way. Miko, look.
Hi.
Hello, Miko.
Miko, give mom a kiss. Oh, you're too cool to give your mother a kiss?
It's camera shy.
Give mom a kiss. Give mom a kiss. Give mom a kiss. Not an air kiss.
That was an air kiss. Oh, there you
go. Okay. I never really want them. I know that's messed up, but.
I don't know, the greatest GOAT of all time, that's tough.
I guess we should just play it safe. Just say me.
Bye, Miko.
All right, obviously,
Bless
you know it's Kobe. Anything you'd like to tell the people? Do you miss them?
Yes, subscribe to Ty because we're gonna be putting more stuff up. She's gonna be putting more stuff up. I'm gonna try to help her as much as we can because we want more stuff out of her. Does that work? More stuff? More content. That's better. Okay, now it's recording. Yeah. Just shut up. All right, fam, that's the show. Much love. Thank you for watching. Sorry for his dumb answers, but I'll see you tomorrow, fam. Much love. Peace. Mwah!